Okay, I'm going to go through basic workout of functional patterns that can be used by an elderly person or someone that just wants to get back into moving. We're going to start with a little basic warm up before I show you these exercises. So the warm up begins like this. You can grab a ball or any object that you hold with two hands that you have letters on, so you'll keep your eyes focused on the letters throughout the movement. So this is what it looks like. I hold the ball, arm's length, feet together. My feet are together. Keep my eyes on the writing, and I circle. Three times this way, and then three times the opposite way. All right, that's warm up number one. Now we're going to do a few mobility warm ups. We're going to start with the feet. So I'll show you. I'll be doing a joint right here. Then when I do and then the other part of the joint is on the other side of the ankle bone. All right, and it looks like this. So you see my feet. I roll out, come back. So I'm rolling out right there and coming back. You do that about 5 times. Then for the middle, open, bend your knees, and roll it in. Same thing 5 times. Do that on both sides. If you feel one side is tighter than the other, you can do a little bit more reps on the tighter side. The next one we're going to do is where we're going to be moving joints here, where my finger is. You feel a little knob right there. Then you slide down, and you'll drop your finger into a little hole right on the side right there. And then you slide on the other side, slide down on the other side, and you feel another little hole right here. Right? So this is what this looks like. Now you could be holding on to the wall. I'll just show you standing up. So keep my toes out of it. So I bend my toes and I'm on my instep, right? And then what I'm doing is pressing my instep towards the floor. Just that little movement. I gap it 3 to 5 reps and I roll my ankle out. So now I'm taking my ankle bone, pressing that to the floor, right? And then I roll the other way. Anchor on the side of my big toe with the knob there on the side. That's where I anchor. And I take my heel towards the other heel, like that. All right? And that's there for the foot. Then we do the ankle. Ankle circle. You take your ankle and you go all around in the circle in both directions. Very important. Not moving my knee with it. My knee stays stable as I move my ankle around. All right. The next one we're going to do is for your hips. And I like people, I'll show you, I'll stay I'll go all the way over to that wall and I'll hold on so you can see the entire, see me holding on. I want you to stay stable while doing this, or I'll just turn it on my camera to this wall. What I'm doing, standing, and going in both directions. All right. Okay. That's a little warm up. I have to do another warm up. I'm not starting to get warm. All right. First exercise. We're going to start doing these isometric, which means isometric means you're going to be holding in a position for a period of time, right? So the first one you're going to do is squats. And I'll show you a couple of ways we'll do the squat. Now, depending on your range of motion, you can't go all the way down like this, that's fine. I'll show you from the side. Right? If you can't go down low like that, that's okay. You're gonna go down to what your strength, your range of motion is. So you're gonna, nice basic width, and you can have your hands out. You go down and you hold this position. You'll start off about 10 seconds, holding in that position for 10 seconds. You'll feel a burn in your thighs and so on. And you want to do that starting off holding for 10 seconds. Rest for 10 seconds and then repeat. You can do that three reps to start. And then you want to work your way up to where you can hold that position for 30 to 60 seconds. Work your way all the way up to holding that position for 1 minute, right? That's exercise number one. Exercise number two is a lunge. We're gonna do this lunge in different positions. And before I go on, with the squats, I would want you to also add progression into these squats, other than increasing the time on how long you're going to hold this position, to also do it with different foot positions. Like right here, my feet are slightly turned out. And you do it with your feet straight ahead. You might find your range is not the same. Then you do it with your feet slightly turned in. You might find your range of motion is not the same. But you want to try with all those different foot positions. Added to that, with the foot positions, is going up on the ball of your foot. So you just raise your heels, so the weight is on the ball of the foot, and you do the same exercise. So those are all our progressions that you can do with the squat. Now, also with the squat, you can also add different foot positions. So my left leg, I'll take my left leg slightly forward. So now I'm doing this on the one with the ball of the foot. So my left leg is slightly forward, and I go down with my left leg slightly forward. Then I can do it with my right leg slightly forward. Same thing. And you'll find how it challenges you in different ways, right? So those are progressions you can do. Now we go on to the lunge. Again, we're doing isometrics where you're going to be holding the position. So you will start, you have the front lunge, the forward lunge, which looks like this, right? Now, if you can't go that deep, that's fine. If you only can go like this, that's where you're going to be, right? Now you're going to, again, start off holding that position for 10 seconds. Come off, rest for 10, 20 seconds, and then repeat. You do that about 3 times, 3 to 5 times. Each exercise I'm demonstrating 3 to 5 times is the rep range. And just like the squat, you're going to work your way up from 10 seconds all the way up to when you can hold that position for 30 seconds, right? Another squat, another lunge I want you to also practice is the lateral lunge, where you go like this. So you, again, holding for 10 seconds and relaxing for 10, 15, 10, 20, and then repeat, right? Just like the squats, all of these lunges I'm showing you, you can progress to be doing them, lifting your heels off the floor so the weight is now on the ball of your foot. So those are progressions with these lunges. Again, you're doing these on both sides. And the last type of lunge is where you go back. And so you're sitting back. The weight is on this leg. And again, you're holding 10, and then working your way up to a minute. You can come up, raise the ball of your foot, raise your heels so you're on the ball of your foot, and that gives you a different loading. So those, again, are for the lunges. Now we're going to do for upper and lower upper body movements. Again, I'm going to, all these movements I'm showing right now, we're going to be doing them in isometrics. You're not going to be moving up and down. Because the goal here is to get you to really put tension through those muscles. That way you get stronger quicker and you can build up your muscles faster, right? So I'm going to show you using the ledge of this wall. All right. Now I'm doing a push. I'm going to do a push and a pull. So I'm against the wall with my right hand. I have my left leg forward. I bend my elbow slightly and I push the wall as hard as I can for 10 seconds, and then I relax. Then I bend my elbow a little bit more, push the wall for 10 seconds, and then I relax. And then the last one, my elbows are bent all the way, so really my elbows behind my body. I push the wall, 10 seconds, and then relax. I do that in both arms. And that's for the pushing. And then for the pulling, so if I'm pulling my left arm, I got my right leg back here. Start with my elbow slightly bent, and I'm pulling, trying to pull the wall towards me. 10 seconds and relax. Then I bend my elbow about 90 degrees, and I do the same thing. 10 seconds, and then elbow is bent a little bit more, and I pull 10 seconds, right? So you start off doing those for 10 seconds. And you can work your way to pulling at each position for between 20 and 30 seconds at each position in pushing and pulling. And those are some basic movements that one can do to get yourself strong again, to be moving, and then you can progress into more dynamic exercises. So have fun with it.